Hey, what's up? I am Ara, aka I Eat Zebra, and welcome back to the channel. Episode 2 of House of the Dragon finally confirmed and acknowledged the long-lost fourth son of Queen Alicent Hightower and King Viserys, Prince Daeron Targaryen. If you're asking yourself, well, who the heck is Daeron, and why did he not pop up in Season 1 when Viserys was alive? Well, I don't have a great answer for that because if you have been watching my coverage on Direwolf City, you know this has been a major sore spot for me. However, I can finally breathe a somewhat sigh of relief now that Daeron the Daring is going to be coming sometime soon. In this video, I'm going to give you all the tea on the sweetest princeling and one of the only members of Team Green I like, Prince Daeron. There are going to be Fire and Blood spoilers and therefore potential spoilers for future events in House of the Dragon. With the spoiler warning out of the way, let's get to it. For starters, Prince Daeron is the fourth and final child between King Viserys and Queen Alicent Hightower. In Fire and Blood, Daeron is said to have the same Targaryen 613 shade as his sire and siblings. He also has a dragon that hatched in the cradle, the Blue Queen Tessarion. Daeron is the same age as Prince Jacaerys in the books, and they share a wet nurse. As the third son of the king, Prince Daeron was sent to Oldtown to be fostered by his mother's family at the seat of House Hightower. Daeron was in Oldtown in the books while the events of Season 1 took place, which explains why they didn't physically show him in Season 1. Now that we are really getting into the thick of things for the Dance of Dragons, Daeron's presence can no longer be avoided as he has a part to play in the wars to come. I won't give an in-depth play-by-play of Daeron's actions during the dance, just for the sake of brevity. However, I did want to mention some of the monumental moments he does take part in. For starters, Daeron is instrumental to the Green's victory at the Battle of the Honeywine. He was knighted after the battle by his cousin Lord Ormond Hightower. Daeron, for the most part, covers the Green supporters in the Reach during the dance, which is one of their biggest allies and resources. Daeron doesn't head toward the Crownlands until the events at Bitterbridge, where he burns the town and orders the death of Lady Caswell. Daeron's next big win came at the Battle of First Tumbleton. Once King's Landing falls to the Blacks, things are looking rough for their team. With Aegon presumed missing or dead, Aemond confirmed dead, Daeron is left as either the heir or king, depending on the source at this point during the war. Unfortunately, they don't have to worry about what claim he has because the Battle of Second Tumbleton happens, which results in a Green defeat and the death of Prince Daeron under mysterious circumstances, and his body was never recovered. Tessarion also died during this battle after a mortal fight with Vermithor and Seasmoke. The show has made some changes to events that happen in Fire and Blood, which makes sense as the story is told from the perspective of unreliable narrators, so they have to find a way to weed through the conflicting narratives to find a thread that makes sense for the characters and the story they are telling. I expect there to be some changes in Daeron's story, seeing as we are already being introduced to him rather late. However, there were two indications of his existence prior to Season 2, Episode 2. The first being in the opening sequence of Season 1, with the cogs from Alicent's side showing 4 kids, with one representing Daeron, which is unusually to the side, more on that in a bit. The other mention is in the Season 1 finale when Daemon offhandedly mentions they have 4 dragons, Tessarion being the 4th dragon on Team Green after Vhagar, Sunfire, and Dreamfire. Let's get back to the cog off to the side business. There have been rumors that Prince Daeron in the show may actually be the illegitimate child of Alicent and Sir Criston Cole. As we can see in Season 2, Alicent and Criston have been carrying on an affair for quite some time. I believe this romance goes as far back as Season 1, as it is very obvious when you watch it back that they have been intimate with one another. My thoughts on this would be if the child Alicent had, the paternity was questionable, as she would have been sleeping with both the king and Sir Crispin. I believe, unlike the book, instead of being born with Targaryen blonde, he may have Alicent's auburn hair color, which is normal for non-100% Valyrian children to have a different hair color. In the books, Princess Rhaenys has black hair with a white stripe. After the way Alicent treated all of Rhaenyra's dark-haired children, for 3 out of 4 of Alicent's kids to be Valyrian blonde, and the last to not be around the time she's having an affair, doesn't look pretty good. I could imagine that being a driving factor as to why she sent him to Oldtown, and doesn't want Otto to go get him. I think they may switch it up with Tessarion not being a hatchling, so his paternity is still questionable. If they're going to give us Daeron, he needs to be a dragon rider. I think leaving it open that he may be Kristen's kid for a bit, with that finally being quelled when he mounts a dragon, would be a good bit of drama. I would be interested in that take on Daeron, but if they make it that he is Crispin's kid and still has a dragon without an ounce of Valyrian ancestry, I will be rather upset on that one because, dragon lore. However, that's a separate topic for another video. I want to know, what do you all think? Are you excited to finally meet Daeron? If so, what episode do you think we'll meet him in? Also, do you think he may be the love child of Allie Cole? Let me know in the comments below. While you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for future uploads. For more House of the Dragon coverage, catch me live on Direwolf City Sunday nights after the episodes with my co-hosts Gray Area and Alicia. See you next time. Bye!